Here is a big old bollet, and you can tell it's a bollet because it's got like pores instead of gills, so that makes it a bollet. I'm not entirely sure what kind of bollet this is, and I just know that a lot of them are edible, so it's a pretty cool find. There's an older one again, look. There's none others here, but I think I might go on a proper little forage. Alright, what's this one then? I have seen these before, and I feel like I know what they're called. Something like troll's ear or something, but if you know, let me know. That is another bollet, I think. See the spores. See how it's got pores and not gills, that makes it a bollet. I think that's a penny button bollet. And a nice eating mushroom then, apparently. I do need to like reaffirm the point. I know nothing about mushrooms, just a select few that I know the characteristics of and a little bit about. But do not take anything I say for gospel, please. Just make sure you do your own research and shit when you go out, because I don't want to be responsible for making someone unwell. I was about to start fishing here, but they fenced it off. Look at that. It's a great little fishing peg, that. Right there, around to the other side. Big chub in the swim. I can't even see my bait. I saw that fucking big chub. Well, that's really annoyed me because he was a good chub. But I'll just stop back in the swim on the way back. Try a few as I go. What else can I do? I'll tell you what is a shame. 20 years ago, there would not be a single conker on the floor here or on the tree. After school, we'd all be launching the sticks up, getting all the conkers, getting carrier bags full each. Look at that. They're not interested anymore, are they, the kids? I bet there's some beasts up there. I knew I heard something, and now I see something flapping. What on earth? It's a bloody pigeon. Poor thing. Oh, what? I'm not intervening. I can't. A dog's had that. Poor thing, man. I can't do anything like that. It's if I'm not eating it, I feel like it's not my place. I was a fishmonger and a butcher, and I've worked in abattoirs. Never killed anything, but if I'm not going to eat it, I don't think it's my place. Do you know what I mean? It's feel bad though. It's well tight. Right, I'm pausing on the fishing for a bit because I'm hardly set up tackle wise. The rod's a bit shit. I mean, I know it was only 15 quid, but oh aye, get up lad. So I was going to do some little voiceovers on the mushrooms, but finding them all and then fitting all the audio and the video and everything, it's a bit trickier than I thought. So next time I'm going to go out looking for specific mushrooms instead of just seeing what I come across and having a guess at what they are. I'm going to find purely edible mushrooms, and even though I'm not the biggest fan, we'll try some as well. So I'll catch you then. These look pretty cool, don't they? Again, not an idea what they are, not a clue what it is. Again, here's another little fungus. It was already broken off, but it's hanging on by a thread. But again, it should be easy to identify. think these are turkey tail again. I thought that was a leaf, but it's not, so I don't know what that one is. Okay, interesting little fact time. So coming up to, we're on the Cars Park in Wilmslow, which is well, it's whatever, it's a park, and at the end of this little tunnel of yew trees is the ruins of an old little church or something, and it's got a tunnel that leads actually to the church in Wilmslow as well. But if you notice, it's got the yew trees, and lots and lots and lots of old churches have all got yew trees growing on them, and it's illegal to cut them down. You're not allowed to cut a yew tree down off a churchyard. You just can't. Don't know if it's one of them laws that's still really enforced, but it's, you know, one of those traditional things. And the reason being, back in medieval times, they used to make their longbows and bows and arrows and whatever out of yew tree. That was their bow material. So all of the churches were ordered to plant yew trees everywhere in case there was a shortage of it in a war, and then there was always a backup of yew for the bows and people weren't burning them. So yeah, little interesting fact. And that was the old tunnel that leads about, I think it's like half a mile, 3/4 of a mile underground to the church in Wilmslow, St Bartholomew's. Anyway, yeah, sound nice one. I've spotted these little guys that we all see far too often. Definitely not a lib. A, it's the wrong environment, so even if it looked like it, it still wouldn't be one. B, yeah, don't look like it. Oops, where have we gone? I've drifted. Oh, there they are. Fucking tripping, bro. I don't know what's cooler, this giant cluster of mushrooms or the natural clog. Look at that. What do you reckon? Get my foot in there. It's a clog. That is a full-on natural clog. Anyway, back to the mushrooms. I feel like I know what these are called. In fact, I do, because I've read up on them before, but I can't remember because you can't eat them. So I've not paid that much attention, but oh, very brittle. Look a little bit libby, but they're not. These are one of the lookalikes that people keep on posting. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. 2 buzzards here. 1 followed by 2. Cool birds. It's funny, isn't it? Where have they gone? There they are. How a little crow will terrorise a buzzard, and that buzzard will do nothing but just glide away. It will never retaliate. So I didn't see any more in the park. I'm walking up the hill on the way home, and I see some shaggy ink caps. Like that. Shaggy ink cap, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Edible as well, but I'm not eating a mushroom off the side of the road. No chance. Interesting fact, when they decay or decompose, they leave this really dark black residue that's like, well, it's ink. People used to make ink out of it. Yeah, cool. In fact, as I picked them, I think it's only right that we do something with them. So I'm gonna turn them into ink. These look like some sort of ink cap because they decompose the same way and they leave that so-called ink. And that must be what they look like when they're younger. And there they are. Alright, here we go. That is either, I think that's an earth ball because it's got these mottles, or it might be an old puffball, and that's a puffball because it's smooth. Edible, not edible, as far as I'm aware. I might be wrong. There's certainly a variety of mushrooms out at the moment, isn't there? I think that is just a field mushroom. You split it, you can look at the gill profile better for a better ID. Alright, so I've come out for another mooch, bit of a urban fishing peg here on the river, and I've seen these bad boys. It's a shame they're over the walk because I don't fancy getting wet, but they are, and I am like 100%, well 99% sure, porcelain mushrooms, which are edible. I'm going to grab those ones there, wait there. I reckon I can break the stem with my net and get a little cluster, that beautiful little cluster there. Come on, got him. I hope you got that. I got that on film as well. Right. Alright, look at them. They are cool. Very slimy. White gills, very thin cap. Called porcelain mushrooms because they look like porcelain. I'm not eating them because I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of mushrooms myself. I just think they're really interesting. So yeah, not a bad little find. So annoying. When I was a kid, this was all quite easily accessible. It's a belting little peg down there. Obviously not being fished for years. Still getting there even though I've got to get through all this. Hey, we've done it. What have we got? Easy trouble. There we go. That's why I try and get them properly. We love little rivers, little beauties like that. Little chublet. Okay. Okay, let's get his big brother. Now I know this is a very old patch of sulphur tufts, and they are poisonous. They're usually really bright, vivid. You will have seen them. Oh, what's this little one here? He looks cool. Let's get around the other side. Alright. Okay. See if we can get some out of here quick. A little bit of worm as bait. I need some waders, I need to get in there I think. First excuse. Fucking hell. Would you look at that? Would you look at this? Wait till you see this. This is what you call an absolute little specimen of brown trout. I don't know if you've noticed, but I call all fish specimens because they're all belting in their own little right, aren't they? Let's get him back, get him bigger. We've got a decent little fish on. Come on, baby. Then. Yes! What a lovely little trout that is. He's only small, but dodgy camera angle this as well, isn't it? Ooh, frowning. But isn't he nice? Or she, I don't know. Wee, almost. Let's get her back in the net, released. If anyone is watching till the end, just drop us a comment so I know I'm not wasting my time with these videos. Nice one.